Cordon Bleu, the blend is normally around 200 different Eau De Vie mixed together.
'61, '62.
So when the cellar master and his team decide they need to make a blend of, we'll take the example of Cordon Bleu, they will do the blend again in miniature, and when they have the taste exactly right, they can calculate how much different Eau De Vies they need to fill up a big stainless steel camembert. And because when we blend Cordon Bleu, we're talking about doing 150,000 litres at one time. So for Cordon Bleu, the blend is normally around 200 different Eau De Vie mixed together. At the same time, they will add some osmosed water to cut down the alcoholic strength, bring it down to just above 80 proof. And then the Cordon Bleu will be put into big vats for what we call the temps de calage, the resting period. And once they're sure that the blend is okay, which could be after 8 or 10 months for Cordon Bleu, then they authorize the bottling. Prior to the bottling, we chill filter the cognac, and then it's after the filtering has been done, it's reheated to 20 Celsius, which is the ambient temperature in the bottling plant. There's something like L'Eau de Martell. You remember we had that last night? Mm-hmm. There's around 700 different Eau De Vie used. So if you imagine one drop from all these sample bottles, there are 710 of them, going in here, that's how complex L'Eau de Martell is. But in fact, they don't just take 700 lots of Eau De Vie, they'll do pre-blends. Imagine a pyramid upside down. At the top, you've got pre-blends, pre-blends, pre-blends. You know what sort of profile of spirit you want to go into your L'Eau de Martell. So you mix these pre-blends, and as you come down, you're mixing more and more. And then right at the bottom, you've got your final two pre-blends, and you just add a little bit of this, a little bit of that to get the taste and the smell as it should be. And then the resting period for L'Eau is between 12 and 18 months. And we only blend about 1,000 litres at a time. Now, if the tasting team decides, well, no, we're not going to use this Eau De Vie, it's excellent, we're going to keep it, they'll decide after maybe when it's about 60, 65 years, they're going to take it out of the barrels and they put it in these big glass bottles called demijohns. And a demijohn is either 56 litres, 32 or 22 litres.
You still use that kind?
Oh yeah, they're full.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and you can just see on the top, there's a huge cork and it's red wax around it. And that way there's no there's no transfer of evaporation and air coming in. So the Eau De Vie in there will be as fresh as the day they were put in there. And it's the same for cognac. When you put it into a bottle, it's not going to move anymore. Not like the wine. You get people bringing it up and writing to saying, oh, my grandfather bought a bottle of VSOP, and it took 40 years ago. It's really extra quality now. Sorry. As long as it's been stored correctly. So these, there's an interesting story about these little bottles. They're called in French montres, And the workmen in the warehouses in the 1800s and the 1900s used to put a cord around the neck of the bottle, lower it into a barrel, and take a sample. And they wanted to show the sample to the cellar master. And the French verb to show is montre. So these became known as montre. And these are blown by mouth. So that's why the punt, there's never the same size. Because they're blown by hand, by mouth. Nowadays, of course, we still use them, but they're done on a machine. You see the notch there. These bigger ones are called rouleaux. They're for rolling, like a rolling pin when you're rolling pastry. And no one has the right to, no one has the copyright on this bottle. Any cognac company can use it.
It is almost reminiscent of VSSD look, though.
Well, yeah.
Visually.
Artistic license. No, but
That's
we
iconic, though. I mean,
yeah,
it's
but we
become-
based it on the VSSD, and even Blue Swift is based on that bottle, the rouleau. Just we compacted it to Martellize it, if you like.